everyone, it's Lana, and I just wanted to take a couple of minutes to share some verses and some thoughts that have brought me peace and encouragement in all this craziness that's going on in our world right now. These are verses that I memorized way back when I was in college, and I love how God, when we hide words in our heart, His word in our heart, I love how He just brings it back right when we need it. And this is found in Philippians chapter 4, verses 6 and 7. And it says this: "Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your request to God. And the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your hearts and minds in Christ Jesus." And I don't know about you, I'm sure all of us have had all different emotions about what's going on. I know that there have been times that I've been gripped with fear and that anxiety creeps in. And I've talked to several people and they're facing loneliness and even depression. There's all kinds of things that we are facing. And it makes me think of a very familiar story in the Bible, the story of David, when he was facing the giant Goliath. Now at the time, David was a young boy. He wasn't even supposed to be out on the battlefield. He was too young, but yet there he was. And my favorite part of the story is when David marched out in the battlefield, and I just picture him confidently strutting out right towards the giant. And he said, now I'm going to paraphrase this, but he looked up at Goliath and he said, "You come against me with spear, sword, and javelin, but I come against you in the name of the Lord Almighty." Wow. And when I think of that, and when I think of everything we're going through, I really think that God is telling us to be like David, to face our giants of fear and anxiety and maybe feeling overwhelmed of new responsibilities and whatever it is. I feel like God says, hey, strut on up to that giant and tell them, I come against you in the name of the Lord Almighty. In other words, Philippians 4, 6, and 7. Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, COVID-19, by prayer and petition with thanksgiving, make your request known to God. God, I'm scared. I feel depressed. I'm lonely. I need your help. And here's the best part. And the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus. And that's my prayer for you. Let's let Him guard our hearts and our minds in Him.